Maldives President Mohammad Muizzu and First Lady Sajida Mohammed departed for China, marking the beginning of a state visit at the invitation of Chinese President Xi Jinping. The trip comes against the backdrop of a diplomatic row with India, the Maldives' closest neighbor and a significant source of tourism. Meanwhile, President Muizzu, who gained power riding his Out India campaign, suspended 3 deputy ministers, Malsha Sharif, Mariam Shiwana and Abdullah Mahzoon Majid, following derogatory comments posted on social media platform X in response to PM Modi's promotion of India's Lakshadweep archipelago for tourism. My colleague Akshit Gupta still with us on the broadcast. Akshit, if you could walk our viewers through the details of this visit.
Maldives President Mohammad Muizzu left for China yesterday night, and it also comes, amidst the whole row over the remarks made against PM Modi. Muizzu was basically elected in November last year and is making a state visit to China after an invitation from Chinese President Xi Jinping. If I just tell you that Muizzu has been seen as a pro-China leader who seeks to change this country's policy of India first. Of course, he led out the campaign of India Out also. And when Muizzu was elected, replacing the incumbent, Mohammad Soli, Maldives was expected to take a firm turn towards China. And China and Maldives are also expected to sign several agreements in course of the state visit. And President Xi Jinping is slated to host a welcome banquet also for Muizzu. And they will also be holding talks and attend the signing ceremony of cooperation and documents. And the Maldivian president, this visit is actually coming at a time when the relation between India and China, I beg your pardon, India and Maldives are at low. And of course, it will, experts are also doing it, that it might have ramifications between India and Maldives in the future.
All right, Akshit. But of course, amid a row with India, Maldives president has gone, and now he's, of course, he's embarked on his visit to China. Are there any reactions that are coming in on this front? All right, I think we've lost our connection over there. Meanwhile, Mr. Sanjay Srivastava, international affairs expert, joins us on the broadcast. Sir, of course, now amid a row with India, Maldives president has begun his visit to China. What kind of ramifications will or this can potentially have?
Well, I think that is Maldives' decision, and that's foreign policy choices. Where they go, where they do not go, that's their decision. But one thing is quite certain, that it has been seen and it has been a kind of a precedent in the past that whenever a new president of Maldives takes over, he had visited India as their first foreign visit. But President Muizzu has broken that kind of a tradition. And he has chosen Turkey, and then he went to UAE, and obviously now he's in China. So obviously one thing is very much clear, that President Muizzu's administration is attempting to distance itself away from India, and they are taking a lot of such measures, like asking us to, and urging us to withdraw the small contingent of our naval presence there, and also the kind of initiatives they are taking. It clearly shows that the kind of India Out campaign President Muizzu had carried out during the elections, he is implementing all those things. But with regard to his visit to China, obviously President Muizzu is very much appear that he would like to maintain a closer ties with China. But one thing is quite certain, that if President Muizzu's administration takes the approach like the approach was taken by the President Yamin, and Maldives went very, very close to China, then I think it will have some implications. And Maldives, if they continue ignoring, Indian interests and continue making, themselves distanced away from India, then it will have consequences. And, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's visit to Lakshadweep is a clear example of that. And that, in the tourism sector, India by itself has a very huge, vast potential in Lakshadweep. And that could be a very big alternative to Maldives. And Maldives, which had been gaining a lot of, economic benefits from the tourism industry and the kind of tourist from India go. And that is the largest number. If you look at the Savis last year, more than 200,000 people visited Maldives. And the Maldives economy, 28% of the GDP of Maldives comes from tourism sector. So if India withdraws its support to Maldives in the tourism sector and other sectors, then it will have, consequences and implications for, Maldives. Maldives is a country, let me say at the last of it, that India has been, giving all sorts of help and support, including Operation Cactus, when Maldives' existence came into, a question and a challenge by the pirates. And also, whenever medical evacuations were required, all sorts of supports in various key sectors were required, India was very much there. India is still very much committed to the people of Maldives. But if the current administration, the Modi administrations, take certain steps which is against Indian interest, then I think it will have consequences. Maldives, where they go, whether they do not go, that's their decision. But Indian interest must not be harmed. That they will have to take care.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.